What is going on, everybody? My name is Conor Lawler. Welcome back to another week of Weird News Wednesdays. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the strangest news stories from around the world. We talk about the news that the real news is just too afraid to talk about. As always, I am joined by my best pal, Mr. Shaun Mead. Shaun, how's it going?
I'm doing good, Conor. I'm still buzzing after our patron hangout on Saturday.
You've told me it's been like a drug to you.
I'm fully addicted now. I'm going through withdrawal symptoms. I haven't stopped shaking in days.
I told you you've been sitting in the bath just with a shower.
Yeah, fully clothed, of course.
Well, obviously you have to have a cry.
It's the only way to shower.
Mm-hmm. That's how we all shower, right?
Royale, guys, come on,
guys, right?
Guys, you're on board. You're on board with this.
We wanted to thank everybody who turned up on Saturday to our listener hangout. It was just kind of a Patreon bit of a get together. We all just had a bit of crack and we kind of ranked. Well, we didn't rank, more so that we faced off DC and Marvel superheroes just for an hour and a half.
We played the classic schoolyard game of who would win in a fight.
Yeah,
but with like a bracket system of trying to find the strongest DC and Marvel hero.
Yeah.
Turns out Scarlet Witch. No, Doctor Strange.
No, Doctor Strange apparently won it.
Scarlet Witch had a big sweep for a while, I will say.
My favourite match that I came up with was it not Tim Drake versus Scarlet Witch? I was like, oh, poor Tim's dead.
Poor Tim.
Yeah, so we did that over the weekend. We normally have them every so often. Our 5-year anniversary is coming up in October. There might be another one then, say nothing.
There'll have to be, you'd think.
There'll have to be, I suppose. But Shaun, this is weird news. What do we do here?
You have spent the week gathering all of the weirdest news stories from around the world. You're about to read them all out to me, a man who's been too busy trying to wean himself off of the company of our Patreon followers to look at any weird news.
You went straight to heroin, I heard.
Straight to heroin. It's the easiest, it's the natural next drug, honestly.
Yes. Happiness,
in terms of
friendship,
results.
Heroin.
We've all seen Train Spotting, at least the first 5 minutes. It all seems all right.
They're all so happy in the first 5 minutes.
And then, my mum turned it off after that. I don't know why. Actually, I watched Marley and Me for the first time the other night.
Oh, no.
And Conor, let me tell you, did not know what was going to happen the entire time.
What do you mean you didn't know what was going to happen?
I knew it was going to I didn't know how, spoilers, dog dies. I thought the dog was going to be hit by a car and it was a sudden thing. It's drawn out over a few years. The dog lives a long, full, happy life.
The dog has like a Zimmer frame at one point. Like it's like it's on his last legs. Like,
have to say a tearful goodbye to him. He goes off on his own in the rain. I can't. I wasn't able for it, lads.
You wanted a clean sweep, Dad.
It would be kinder in many ways.
Just nuke the dog. At that point, just anything is better than what you did.
In the veterinary business, we call it the Oppenheimer approach.
Yeah, every animal you see should be Oppenheimer this dog.
Just unprompted at every meeting with a new...
No, he just has a cold, like...
Look, the option's on the table. That's all I want to say.
I just wanted it on the table, like the dog itself. It's on the table. You know what I mean? Haha! Aren't we all having a laugh?
Look. Anyway, I'll leave the button there. I'm going to leave. Whatever happens, happens.
So, Shaun, this is weird news. Also, if you give us a like and follow, whatever podcast platform you're listening to, so it would really help us out. Spotify's going to ask you a question at the end of this, and halfway through the episode, we'll come up with a random question to ask, and you just have to answer that.
I love how people have bought into that bit as well. That's really good to me. Also, we have the option to change that question, but I find it funnier to leave it as the Spotify "what do you think of this episode" auto-generated one.
There's been several stop doing this podcast.
There's been a couple, yeah. And you can only block my mum so many times. So
she's a fucking now. She's getting on my nerves.
He's shaking his fist, ladies and gentlemen. He is shaking his fist.
Why I say. But Shaun, we're going to start off this week in a story that just... How is this still happening is the real question. Because I have woman sends Stranger Things star 10 grand over 1 year, divorced husband in wild catfishing saga.
Oh, I did see this. This is really sad.
Yeah.
Because it was the dude who looks like Zac Efron but isn't Zac Efron. That's who they were pretending to be, right? Yeah. Okay. I mean, look, we're not laughing at anyone in this story.
Hang on.
Let's just make that clear.
I'm preempting this story by saying I actually asked Jess before we start. I showed her the story and I said, is this sad or weird? And she said, fucker, the catfish has been on the TV for 10 years. Nobody should be getting done like this.
That's why you're marrying her, Conor.
And that strong view was like, actually, you know what? Everyone has seen catfish.
It is a known... it's a verb now, like, to catfish someone. Is it in the dictionary? Or did you just say that right now?
No, it's in the dictionary.
Okay. As like the definition of a catfish.
Yeah.
I forgot it's an actual fucking animal. Do you ever see how they catch catfish, by the way?
Sorry, no, you're going to be clear, because I know how they do it in the show.
Sorry, no. The aquatic fish...
I don't know how they catch the aquatic fish, the catfish.
It's a system called noodling. And what you do is...
you Oppenheimer the sea.
No, well, that's an efficient way to do it. But you stick your legs in the water and you let catfish bite onto your legs. And then you just hop out of the water. You have 2 catfish ready to go.
Who the fuck is doing that, though?
I seen Matty Matheson did it. He's one of the guys who's in The Bear. He's a chef. And it's just a video of him. He just has catfish on him. And he's just like, I don't like this.
Why would anyone like that? Your legs will be in bits.
It would be, but I think because catfish are massive, they need a big piece of bait. Like, there's not a worm on a string big enough, you know? So you need to become the worm on the string yourself.
You become the worm. It's the ultimate fisherman story.
You know when girlfriends ask, would you love me if I was a worm? That's what they're talking about, is would you go noodling with me?
I'm going catfish hunting tomorrow. So if anyone hasn't heard this story, also the byline for this article says, things sure seem to end upside down after this one.
Jeez, they took a fucking early lunch that day, didn't they?
If anyone hasn't seen Stranger Things, it's quite big on Netflix. It's a TV show about a place called the Upside Down. And
you're glossing over a few details, but that's okay.
Kate Bush is in it for a while.
Yeah, Kate Bush had a resurgence there in 2022. It was nice.
But yeah, so it's a very big TV show. This woman basically fell victim to a ruthless catfishing scam where she began an online relationship with what she thought was one of the actors in the show.
Dacre Montgomery? Is that his name?
Oh, yes.
I think that's his name.
Yeah, so what happened was Michaela, who's a film artist and she's from Kentucky, claimed she was in a relationship, so but she wasn't very happy. So she joined an online artist forum to make connections. Okay. And she said, I'm incredibly excited to connect with my fellow filmmakers who share the same passion for the art of filmmaking. I'm currently seeking a creative collaboration opportunities, is what she wrote in the forum.
Okay, so not even looking for it's not even a serious relationship thing. Just looking for someone to work with, bounce ideas off of.
As in, just in regards to art, not relationship at the moment.
Like how we made this podcast, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa, that really threw him there. That's great.
She later received a message from a user named DKMH saying he would like to chat, and eventually claimed they were a well-known actor, Dacre Montgomery. Dacre?
I thought it was Dacre, but that just might be the country lad in me saying that.
Dacre now, huh? How much land do you own? A few acres. Dacre Montgomery, who played Billy Hargrove on Stranger Things. DKMH is also the title of Montgomery's poetry book, so everything's lining up. It's
a fairly elaborate catfish so far.
Me and him just really hit it off. But of course, I'm suspicious from the get-go, until he starts doing things that make me believe he is who he says he is.
What's he doing, though?
So she says that she's obsessed with Stranger Things, and Billy is this bully. He kind of comes in, tries to just dominate, which is totally unlike his actual personality in real life. It's called acting. Although they never met in person, Michaela says Montgomery was always complaining to her about his relationship issues. So he's in a toxic relationship, this random man from Stranger Things.
Right, and he's venting about this on a public art forum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of these issues that he complained about were that his girlfriend Liv Pollock controlled all of his bank accounts, and he was having some money problems. You know, famous actor from Stranger Things.
Well,
money problems, but also the SAG strikes.
It's never a guarantee. Yeah, they really fucking lined all of this up, didn't they? That they'd be sympathetic towards striking
So it would
actors.
give you the moment, like, hang on a minute, maybe he's only getting like
Maybe
3
this is
cents.
the reason. Yeah. And you said you hate the strikes, correct?
No, you can't do that.
Fucking beat him to the punch, finally.
That was my next line. If anyone hasn't been keeping up with it, Sean's really against the strikes, and he says it off mic, and on mic
Stop
he's
it.
always pretending like he's like,
He
I'm
pulled
with
this
them.
shit on the live show as well. And everyone found it funny, which I'm not thrilled about.
Everyone was laughing but me.
Me, a single tear.
So what happened eventually was it led Michaela to send Montgomery $10,000 over time to this man who's an actor in Stranger Things.
That's pretty heavy. And is she well off herself, I wonder?
Probably not. I assume like 10k is a big fucking chunk for anyone over a time period. Still a pretty big fucking chunk. What's the time period? 10 years?
It's hardly 10 years. He would have been a
Probably about
child
6
at
months.
the time. Yeah, probably 6 months, 4 month. I don't know. Still, don't send anyone money over the internet except
Don't
us.
send
Join our
anyone money.
Patreon, please.
Yeah.
We really need it. I realised halfway through there what I was doing.
Right, look, okay, we got to be really clear
we're
about
good.
this, okay?
We're grand.
Don't send any actors from Stranger Things money, but if you want to come onto a Patreon and support a podcast of two lads who aren't actors in Stranger Things, then you can support that.
Yes. And you can and you'll get something out of that as well.
Although,
you'll get movies.
Hang on, I will make the claim on our Patreon, we are not asking anybody for $10,000.
Not at all. Unless you have it like if Ed Sheeran is listening. Like fucking
Like you have it to spare, Ed, but anyone
Come on,
else,
Ed.
right? Like $2, $5 a month,
$1, whatever,
is grand.
anything. Just tell one human being that we exist. That's
all we
another
want.
one.
That is all we want.
That's all we've
That's
ever
free.
wanted.
I mean, you
That's
might
free.
get arrested just for annoying people, but that's free if you really want it.
Well, you don't want to be annoying one person. You can't get arrested for annoying one person unless it's repeatedly. In which case, that's a crime. That's a crime, children.
You speak from experience.
No. Move on, please.
I've never annoyed anyone. At one point, the scammer gave Michaela an ultimatum to choose between him and her husband.
That's a rough move. Now, she's not happy in the relationship anyway, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, because her husband's not Dacre Montgomery, of course.
That is an issue that he is going to have.
So, just leave if you're unhappy. I know it's not that simple. But
When Michaela then broke the news to her now ex-husband, listen, it's not working out. You're not letting me be me, so I'm going to leave. And she broke up with her husband over this scammer.
Right, now look, it probably would have happened anyway if she wasn't happy. It was never going
But
to
she's
last.
$10,000 less than she would have had.
That's true. That's someone being tricked, and that it's not good to trick people. However, at the moment, she thinks everything's grand. Because the scammer she believes is actually the dude.
Michaela sent the scammer $100 and $200 via gift cards, payment apps, or cryptocurrency, which is a tactic.
Sorry, no. What fucking Stranger Things actor is dealing in crypto, which has already crashed, by the way? The only reason you would use it is if it's fucking untraceable.
So that's what scammers use to make it hard to trace the destination of the funds. But I mean, would you send anyone anything on crypto?
No, Connor. Like, Revolut keeps trying to get me to use crypto. And I'm like, first of all, no. And I don't understand it. Second of all, I understand it well enough to know it's not going to end well.
Yeah. And also, I don't have enough monies. Leave me alone.
No, you can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin, Connor. It's fine.
Oh, great. So when she tallied all the money up that she had sent, it was over 10 grand or 10 grand-ish, she said.
Right.
So she would also receive money back from Montgomery in the forms of gift cards and cheques, one written out for $5,000, where she was to make a bank account to deposit the cheque into and then send the money back to him.
Oh, so it's money laundering now is what's happening.
Yeah, no, now they're money laundering, yes.
Yeah, and they're sending... Oh, my God. Like, at a base level, you need a certain level of awareness about how money and online works.
I think the main question with this is that which was worse? Because we also had the woman last year who got done by the astronaut. Do you remember he was an astronaut in space and he was like, I love you, send me some money, I'm in space and I need money.
Why do you need money in space is probably what I said at the time.
That's not legal tender up there.
No, they don't accept dollary dues.
So, I mean, Stranger Things...
They probably use... Sorry, I need to get this out or I'll explode, I'm sorry.
Go on.
They probably use Mooney, not money.
Okay. Well, I'll just go.
Do you want to... Did the line break there for a second? Do we need to...
No,
take that again?
Actually, I have fibre internet now. Line didn't break. So
that was clear the whole way through when I said that. There was no...
Crystal.
Moving on.
Mooney.
What? It's a classic
You
fun.
suck, man. This is a show. This is when I start throwing tomatoes.
Yeah, there's a big cane coming in to pull me off.
Play me out, Johnny. She Catfish found out Montgomery would never need gift cards, obviously. He approximately made nearly $250,000 for the 19 Stranger Things episodes he appeared in. So he made $200,000.
Some of that.
So I would say, surely you would have at least a little bit of it.
Yeah, so that's probably your upfront payment, and then residuals is what the actors are striking for, actually. That's a lot of it.
But you don't want them to get residuals.
No, I do. I want them to get so many residuals, Connor.
I want them to get more residuals than the lads who own the studio get residuals.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Have we
big wage gap?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know what it was about.
You thought they were just walking.
I genuinely just thought they were whinging. I just thought it was a big fucking crybaby fest. What's the story?
No. See, there's it's a deal with inequality within the workforce. And if you say, they're actors, you get paid way worse. Yeah, you do. Yeah. You should be paid more as well.
We should all be paid more.
Should all be paid more, and some people should be paid a lot less.
Did you see Blue Beetle is making money?
Yeah, it's great news. I'm really excited about it.
It's good.
Apparently it's really, really, really solid. I did hear there's some stuff that they probably just won't carry over, but they can just say, Blue Beetle just exists, and it's the same actor because he's great.
This isn't a movie show, but just so everyone knows, there's a movie called Blue Beetle. Go see it. It needs some help.
It does need a little bit of help, but I think we would all be fine if it was grand, you know?
Yeah. I think a grand movie's not too bad, especially after Thor Love and Thunder came out within 12 months of now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And Ant-Man.
And Ant-Man, which I maintain is fine. It's
he's wrong, but he's allowed to think that.
Hank Pym goes on a weird rant about socialism. It's great.
Hank Pym really got us in, but everything else in that movie is bad.
I like how they made Hank Pym just a fucking weird old man whose every solution is ants. If anyone hasn't seen
Ant-Man, there's a scene where Ant-Man is like, I saved the universe, and then Hank Pym is a weird old man who says, I would have used ants.
I would have done it with ants. So, okay, Hank.
So, Sean, we're going to have to move on from the catfish story because, what can we do for that woman? Does she get her money back? I'm not quite sure how it works.
I think it's like some kind of curse in that now you have to catfish someone to get your money. You have to catfish your ex-husband as yourself.
No, you have to catch yourself. How can you catfish someone as yourself?
You go really deep and you pretend to be someone pretending to be yourself. So that then the husband is like, I can't believe he lied to me, but then he learns the real you, who's actually fake, and then you go to meet up and it's you again.
And then he just discovers you might just have some sort of personality disorder that is causing you to be multiple people at once.
Yeah. Which, look, if he can't love that, he doesn't deserve you, you know?
If he doesn't love you at your Betty, he doesn't deserve you when you're yourself.
He's a bastard, actually.
Actually, now that you mention it.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck this random guy. We're going to have to move on, Sean, to our next piece of news, and it is a follow-up to a story we covered a few weeks ago. It seems like a long time ago. Do you remember, Sean, by any chance, the man who paid 14 grand to build himself a dog suit?
Yeah, against my better judgment, I did commit that to memory.
Yeah.
People have been posting that in the Detective Divilman's Facebook group, by the way. And I'm going to say it right now, lads, I'm not thrilled about it.
He was talking about banning you.
I can do that.
He told me he wanted to kick you out of the group. If I was know, we have the Detective Divilman's discussion group on Facebook. It's just a bit of all the listeners of the show. It's like a private group. You can kind of post funny stories you find, and they sometimes get thrown into weird news if I haven't seen them. So
chat about movies and stuff like that. It's good. Yeah. It's also, the name is based off a very old joke in the show that we don't have time
nobody
to
gets
explain
anymore. It's fine. It's so long as well. Like it's terrible. It's terrible for like SEO.
Oh, horrendous. Like there's no recognisable characters in there at all.
We should really take out the Detective Divilman's discussion group thing, but Detective Divilman is just he's the patron saint of the pod.
Yeah, and what are we going to call it? The Heroes for Hire discussion group? No. Boring.
Shit, mate.
I want people to be confused.
We should call it, in space they call it Moody Group.
You know what? I can change that right now, folks.
If you do, I'll leave it.
When Spotify asks you a question at the end of this show, tell us if you want Detective Divilman or Mooney, and I'll know what to change it to. All right.
First of all, it's not changing.
Put my foot down here. No.
It's just not. 10,000 people could say Mooney, and I would say fuck you. It's staying the same.
Are you sure you would?
Yes.
Okay. I guess people will have to prove him wrong.
10,001, I'll think about. Human collie Toko greets fans, rolls over for belly rubs in the street, Sean.
Why? No, now he's getting other people involved.
His official breed is wackadoodle.
His official breed is fucking strange.
Looks like the human dogs at All-Girl Walk a few weeks ago might have tuckered him out. Toko, the collie cosplayer who famously spent a fortune, or they wrote here, fur-tune, becoming a canine, was spotted cruising the streets of Tokyo on a wagon.
On a wagon? Okay, because have you seen how this fucker walks around? I'm swearing a lot, by the way. Have you seen how this lad walks around?
No.
So in the suit, the back legs are his knees.
What?
He's on hands and like kneecaps walking around in that thing.
Where does the rest of his leg go?
They're folded, like
what?
Yeah, like they're folded up, and they like make a V into the arse and the tail section. So that's how he wags his tail.
His kneecaps must be in bits.
Oh, he's riddled with arthritis.
That patella is hanging on for dear fucking life.
Oh, if there's anything left of it, lad. He might be down to pure cartilage at this point.
He has actually come out and told the news that the media is misinformed, Sean, about his alleged desire to become a dog, clarifying, my desire to be an animal is like a desire to transform, a desire to be something that I am not. Is that not the same thing as what you said that wasn't true? I don't want to become a dog. I want to transform into something that I'm not, an animal.
Like, okay, look, people can not be happy in their current body and change that body. That's fine. I'm all good with that. I just think dressing up on all fours and walking around like a dog as a human is weird. I don't think that's controversial to say.
I actually, to be honest with you, I'm happy enough for him to walk around, right? If he wants to do that, I mean, fair enough. He's allowed to do whatever he wants.
If he wants
it's when he gets to the belly rubs for other people.
This is it. The belly rubs. That's a very personal, intimate act.
Because I'll say so. I would feel slightly, I don't know what the right word is, violated if there was a moment where he got down in front of me and like gave the dog motion of, you want to rub my belly. I would feel like I've been put in a situation that doesn't make me comfortable.
Absolutely. Like, I have to perform in a certain way.
It's like all the kids are like looking at me. And I'm like, the pressure is on, because do I treat him as a dog, which of course you would give belly rubs, or anybody else in the world? And then you'd be like, well, I don't really rub anyone's belly.
No, I rub very few bellies week on week. I have a
strict no human belly rub policy to people in the street.
I'll rub my own belly if I'm a little bit sick, perhaps.
That's yours. That's fine. If you've got a sore tum-tum, that's different.
You got it's needs must at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But look, maybe this is all a commentary, and maybe we shouldn't just be rubbing dogs. You know, maybe the dogs, we don't know if they like it or not. They do wag their tail though, so
they do seem happy. They do.
They seem very happy to be a dog. God, I could understand why someone would want to be a dog.
They also have a thing. He also has a thing called the collie trolley. If you haven't seen it, that they just drag him around on a little fucking wagon
because he can't fucking walk.
Because he can't walk because his patellas are in bits. Yeah. So he has to be dragged around the fucking city, which is good. That's fun.
That's great news.
His favourite is all the quadrupedal animals, especially the cute ones, he said, describing his inspiration for the unorthodox life choice. Among them, I thought that a big animal close to me would be good, considering that it would be a realistic model, so I decided to make it a dog. So now he's embraced his new identity by doing everything from playing fetch to prancing about in a fake kennel to even pretending to eat dog food. Activities that he films and uploads for YouTube.
Okay, a couple of things. Number one, he's not moving very quick to fetch that stick, surely.
It's not like return this boy, but like it's going to be days.
Oh yeah, like you shouldn't throw it far because that's just mean.
Yeah.
The prancing about, I'd wager, is more of a limp and joint issue at this point. Mm-hmm. And pretending to eat dog food, look, if you're going to do this, fucking go all the way.
To be honest with you, I'm disappointed in that. I feel like if you're spending the 15 grand in the zoo, the least you can do is maybe spend 2 grand customising your own dog food brand that tastes like something that humans would eat.
Yeah, like you can eat. Like, you can't eat dog food. Like,
spoken as a man who has definitely eaten dog food.
I've never eaten dog food. I may have accidentally eaten cat food in your house once, but that's a different story. I don't know. I think I picked up a fork and there was meat on it.
That's amazing.
But like, dog food is like, it has to be safe for. Like there's nothing in there that'll kill you if you eat it. It's just not going to be very nice.
No, it's not. The taste is not like designed for humans.
No, like I think if dog food was prepared in a certain way, humans would eat it. You know, we ate how many fucking horses were in lasagna for a while. It's a weird sentence that doesn't make any sense, but it does make sense.
All the Tesco ones in it for a while.
All the Tesco lasagnas or the Iceland lasagnas or something like that. There was horse meat in them.
Yeah, we were all grand.
And like, people eat horse as well. I've eaten horse. I went to a roadside like petrol station in France and I had a horse and cheese roll. I
thought you were going to say I went to the Grand National.
Just like Shergar went missing and fucking
Red Rum. That's where Red Rum went.
It was me. I was the one that did it.
Oh my god. So Toko apparently he's still living his life, but now he's getting people to rub his belly in the street. Shaun, is this too far? How do we stop this absolute psychopath?
I mean, how do you okay, say this was like we have to think like a dog at this point now. So how would you stop a dog that's misbehaving going into places that it shouldn't? Now, firm training is the obvious answer.
You'd have to send him to dog school training, yeah.
Dog school training. I think we need to make this man realise he can never live up to being a dog. So we have to put him in to, like, puppy academy.
No, I think one up. you put him in like a race, or a greyhound race or something. Like, would they all like chase after the rabbit? Like, what they do is we line him up in one of the cages, release it, let them all start sprinting. He has to win the race, and if he doesn't, we'll start killing his friends and family. For every time he loses.
Okay, so if we're getting into the area of dog competition, right, and we're already towing a legal line here. I say we throw him into an actual dog fight. In the suit.
An underground illegal dog fight.
Yeah, and I say we spray him down with a load of like tough dog pheromones. And just, he has to fend for himself. He has to realise it.
Yeah.
And then he'll be reborn out of the dog suit.
And every other dog gets released afterwards because we don't like cruelty to dogs. So it's literally only one fight. I don't want any other fights that night. I just want one dog versus him. And like we're going to look after the dogs, the real dogs. But we need to prove to this man. We don't feed him for days.
No, he's starved. No, he's on the back foot going into the fight. Like that's for sure. We're putting him up against a fucking Alaskan Malamute or something. Like
just
a massive
psychopath of a dog. Just like one that just... And we have to spray it with something that's going to set the dog off. That's like, this killed your family, lad. You need to take him out.
Yeah. Well, like, it's terrible, but we need to define the other dog's trauma. Spray this lad down with the scent of that. And then just leave him loose.
We need to find the Batman version of a dog.
Yeah.
Then get this guy to wear pearls in the fight, as in like he's taking the piss out of a fucking dog and his dead parents. And then at that point, it's game over. Like, I just think that's what we all want to see.
I also think we need to not tell this lad what's going on. We need to tell him.
He thinks he's going for a day out.
He's in the wagon, like he's being wheeled in, and we shove him through this little door. Dog fight.
And he's just there. It's like, well, you're a dog, lad. You know what I mean?
You said you were a dog. Like, this is what dogs do.
How long does the fight go before he goes, wait, no? And he stands up and he's like, lads, no, it's me.
I mean, probably a minute at max, I would say.
Yeah.
But like, can he stand up in that suit? Like, how does he get out of it? Where's he pissing?
True. So he's just trapped until he gets bitten to death.
I think until he gets bitten to death, or that the joints of the suit are weakened enough that he can just like shrug it off like a Christmas cracker.
Seems kind of evil when you think about it like that.
But look, how would you define it, Connor? Is it cruelty to your fellow man or cruelty to animals? Because cruelty to your fellow man I can excuse.
I kill anyone. And that's the real Irish way of, no, he's taking the fucking piss. We need to take him down a peg or two. That's
just gone too far. Like,
it's gone too far, lads. Like, just cop on to yourself.
Just don't wear a semi-realistic corgi suit around the place. That's my one rule.
You've always said that. Shaun, we're going to move on to our next piece of news, because there's a sunflower field in Stoke that is currently causing massive problems, and we don't know how to solve it. Sunflower field owners beg visitors to stop taking nude photos in the field after 3 shoots in one day lead to naked people walking around.
And where would these photos be, just so I know how not to find them, Connor?
Fuck's sake. Stoke Fruit Farm on Hayling Island in England is begging guests to stop stripping down in their fields after children witnessed lewd photo shoots going on.
Why is it? What's so good about these sunflowers?
I don't know. So it's a family-friendly farm, and Sam Wilson and Nett Petley, they run the farm. They put up signs begging guests, literally begging guests, to stop stripping down in their fields, because people were doing it every single day.
Jesus.
Apparently it's a massive problem there, but the question really becomes, 1, how did this become a thing? And 2, how do we stop it?
Yeah. So, okay. Is it just that low? It's like, it's a big sunflower field, so it's an artsy photo kind of a thing?
There must be something to do with TikTok. Somebody started something on TikTok where you get naked in a field.
You can do this on TikTok, can you? There's laws about that kind. Otherwise, the TikTok would be doing real well on our front.
I suppose. But like, No, in my mind, it's like they strip down and then they like have the sunflowers covering the bits, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. You're thinking like a coconut bra kind of situation.
Yeah, that kind of thing. But like for men and women, like I'm thinking they do it, and then it's kind of like I don't know. It's a cool trend, like eating Tide Pods. Remember that?
Yeah. This is exactly the same as that. And sunflowers are fairly high up though as well. Like how much are you covering
down there is the question.
Yeah. Unless you're, and let's not talk about it. We're not interfering with sunflowers. Like they're not getting damaged at all.
But Shaun, how do we stop this happening? Because the idea that sunflower farmers had to come out and make a fucking like a begging plea is a really bad sign that this is happening, I would say, on a daily basis. And so what is happening that's caused this, and like how do we bring an end to this, I don't know, this epidemic?
Yeah, I mean, release a load of bees. It's not ideal, but like you need to add some level of threat to the sunflower farm. Not great for the family friendly aspect, but neither is a lot of people in the nip, I would say.
So I suppose it's the idea you need to train some bees to pick up on people wearing too little clothes.
Yeah, now it's going to be tough because the bees will naturally be more attracted to the flowers because they don't care about naked humans.
Ah, interesting. But what about wasps?
Oh, wasps are bastards.
They are known bastards. So if we train a few wasps instead, that like people with no clothes on are the enemy.
Yeah, like there's an easy, like the easy way to do it is that like for the what's a good way to say this? What if we trained a dog to just hunt sausages? That's 50% of the problem solved right there.
Right. So, but in terms of a dog, are we taking the lad from the last story, or are we taking a literal dog?
A literal dog, but like a dog that's it's well trained enough that it'll give a little bite on it and then let go. Just to we're not, because we don't want to deal with all the legal issues around chopping a cock.
You don't want to kill people, like
no, you don't want to kill people at all. And then for the rest of it, what do you do? Do you make sunflowers unappealing? How do you make sunflowers? It's one of the best flowers.
They're the best ones. Everyone knows that.
Wait till winter, obviously. That solves all your issues, but that doesn't help you in the moment.
Why is this happening? And like, if you were the owner, like, you're just at a loss. You're like, this is...
It makes no sense.
Like, it makes no sense. I don't know why anyone would do this.
It's... Okay. So you need... Okay. What we have... Okay. Here's the situation. We have a sunflower farm that's glorious. Keep taking...
The best sunflower farm you've ever seen.
People keep taking naked photos in it. Right?
Yeah.
What? Okay. So before you go in, high-strength magnet shuts down the phones. You want to keep your phone, like, you have to leave it behind the desk.
An EMP.
Some kind of EMP. An EMP would knock out all electrical devices in the area, which for an island, probably not good because there's definitely communication on that.
Yeah, but I'd be willing to kill everyone there just to solve this problem. Like, I think as an ideas man, I think we should go big. Like, destroy all technology on the island. Nobody ever leaves again, but at least we've solved the problem.
Why not go worldwide, Connor? If there's no audience for these photos, people will stop taking them.
So the plan is we just destroy technology to stop this one field getting naked people for 1 hour of every few months.
Absolutely, yeah. And this podcast, if anyone cares, this podcast will continue on CB Radio Channel 12 for what it's worth. We're going to I Am Legend this. We'll be reporting every day at 6 p.m.
And every single news reporter is just like, another day, no nude photos in that one field in Stoke, so success.
And the two of us have a standing ovation on our own.
Another day with victory on our lips. Yes.
But what's so... I just don't get that location. Of all locations to pose, what's a better location to pose naked, do you think? In the whole wide world, you've the whole world at your disposal.
Don't say playground. Don't say playground.
Don't say playground,
okay.
for
Don't
God's
say
sake.
playground.
Disneyland, I'm also going to take off the table.
Yeah, teacher. No, don't say school. Don't say school.
No, okay, how you're really okay. You're eliminating options here. That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
I'm knocking things out before I get to the thing that I'm going to say. So just give me a second.
No bother at all. Do you want me to vamp or do you want me to sit in silence until you decide?
It's just cover for me by vamping.
Grand.
Okay.
See, what I was thinking is that you got to do one of those perspective tricks, you know, like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. That's a great one, first of all. The London Eye. You have to be a bit creative with that one, but it will work.
I've made my decision. I think ideal place is playground just off school. Oh, fuck.
Oh, Conor. Conor, what are you doing?
Sorry, I panicked.
This is how you got shut down the last time.
Home. Better
old
or worse?
Folks home. Better. If you had to pick one, better. Like if it's like gun to your head, gun to your balls. Old folks home is better. But
better choice, officer. Am I right?
It's the lesser of two evils.
He's just like, why did you just not do it? Oh fuck! I never thought of that. Oh, actually,
Shaun said I had to though. It was
Shaun said it was a deal. Shaun said I'd be cool if I did do it, and I just really want to be cool.
Yeah, clothing factory, pretty good place to be naked.
That's a good one. Good one. Yes. You want to get somewhere with like a blanket of some sort.
Yeah.
The washing line store.
Those don't come preloaded with clothes. I need you. That's just a load of rope, Conor. Which could be fairly artistic, you know.
It could be. Get enough rope. You have a piece of clothing, don't you?
Yeah, a little bit of a rope number. I don't know.
What are all cardigans? Ropes, just tied in a certain way. Everyone knows that.
When does wool become rope?
That's a question.
I fucked up a wool blanket the other day. By the way,
what do you mean you fucked up a wool blanket?
Got Orla a lovely wool blanket for Christmas, right?
Yeah,
and then spilled a bit of.
By the way, just to preempt, this is August, so you didn't get it for like last week, like.
No. It made it a while, to be fair.
Yeah.
But like, still 8 months, so you should be able to keep a wool blanket. People have wool blankets in the families for ages, but spilled a bit of. I'm going to be honest. Spilled a bit of chip sauce curry on it. Chip curry sauce. Chip shop curry sauce. There we go. Had to wash it, and the whole thing started out. It was like 1.5 meters by 1.5 meters. I swear to God, it's like 0.5 meter by 0.5 meter now. It's felt. It's insane. It's tiny. It wouldn't cover a Barbie.
So we're saying it's not washable.
It's not washable, or at least not washable by me. Not the way I did it.
I put it in for 3 hours. Left it on a fucking high wash.
I did cold wash and everything. Cold wash and everything I did.
You did it cold wash and it still didn't work.
I had a high spin though, so I think it kind of matted together a little bit.
So you're battered the shite out of it.
That's it. Look, I was in the nip at the time, so I was under pressure.
they're like, you have so many clothes in your wardrobe, yes, but I'm wearing that blanket.
Yeah. But the blanket was under me while I was eating the chips, you see.
Why were you naked eating chips?
Why wouldn't you be, Conor?
Sure, I'm here now. The takeaways arrived. Now to undress.
Yeah, finally, I can relax. I won't have to answer the door again.
Shaun, we're going to have to move on to our next piece of news, and I have some terrible ideas that you could take up on. Now, this is a certain birthday present for you that I think could be lined up, or a Christmas present for a loved one, for anyone listening. Because
interesting. Have
you heard of Firefest, Shaun?
I have heard of Firefest, the failed influencer festival.
If anyone hasn't heard of it, how would you describe what happened there?
Big promises, a lot of lies, load of people paid money, went and basically starved on an island for a couple of days before getting their flights home. Yeah.
And so the owner, by the way, sued multiple times.
Yeah. He was into like crypto and stuff as well, as far as I know. Like, just a real shady dude. I think he did jail time for it.
Yeah, no, he did, yeah. So promoter peddles VIP tickets for Firefest 2 Paido after prison stint.
Oh, boys. Some people will go to this, though, and that's the sad
You'd have to be. the greatest promoter of all time to just do the old, no, this time I'm serious.
The spin job. It's the Sonic the Hedgehog redesign of festivals.
Are you looking to maybe see a concert somewhere this next year? Well, we've found the perfect event for you. In a video posted to Instagram, Fire Festival's fraudulent founder, Billy McFarland, outfitted in a white robe, announced that he would be launching round 2 of the festival to take place at the end of next year, Shaun. That's right, we're coming back for all the influencers. This is how we get our clout, finally.
A lot of the influencers as well that went to it, like, they just had free tickets. Like, he gave them free tickets just to drum up support, which means that they didn't buy tickets, so very few people actually paid for this.
Well, I mean, the tickets themselves, they're ranging from, Shaun, the price range, I'd like you to guess.
Well, okay, what's included with it? Like, it's what, a 3-day festival? I'm assuming...
It's a completely unannounced musical lineup, and no other key details have also been announced. Other than it also has not. It says vaguely that it might be in the Caribbean, but I mean that could be a dozen other countries. Could be anywhere in the Caribbean.
Very big. Yeah.
So
£300 for like a three. It's America though. £400 for a 3-day ticket.
So they're ranging from 800 to $8,000.
Oh, boys. That has to include accommodation on an island or something. That needs to. If you're camping at that shit.
$8,000, you get a fucking tent. You're just like, you're on the fucking island, aren't you?
If it's $8,000, I want the island. I want free food and drink. I want a 5-star hotel. So,
founded by McFarland and rapper Ja Rule. You forgot Ja Rule was Paris.
I have not thought about Ja Rule in a decade.
Yes. The would-be luxury music festival captured the country's morbid fascination in the spring of 2017. There's also a Netflix documentary on it now if you want to go watch that.
Yeah.
It was cancelled amid mass chaos as guests were promised 2 weekends of snazzy villas and the best in music, culture, art and food. But with tickets ranging from $1,200 to VIP packages to $250,000 packages. They instead arrived to a semi-constructed disaster that evoked Lord of the Flies and the Hunger Games, as there was no food, no drink, no tents, and the stage was only half built. But they were all trapped on the island.
Yeah, I think I heard a story that there was one dude who was just like a regular dude who bought a ticket and went, and he had a load of like water and beer in his bag, and he was having a great time.
Oh, he was selling them for thousands, I assume.
Oh my god, he made out like a fucking what's that phrase? Made out like a. This isn't the time to figure that out.
Made out like I don't know.
Out like a bandit. Made out like a bandit. Huh. Good to know. No, back to the fire fest. Jesus, didn't
you fully stop to like assume old man position of bandit? That's interesting now.
Now we know. That'll be in a crossword.
You took a few
someday.
seconds. You read it. You read the information. You took it in. That's tell you something now. I've learned something new a bit today.
We've all learned something. You learn one thing every day, So that's what that is.
The festival, which had been promoted on Instagram by loads of models, as they also never disclosed early on that they had been paid to promote it at the point, and it was postponed indefinitely as it was going on. There was also delays with all the flights back after it was cancelled, leaving passengers stuck in the airport with no access to food, water or air conditioning. Good stuff.
Torture. That's an actual, feels like a crime, right? To just leave people like that.
Yeah. Well, he was sentenced to 6 years in prison for for defrauding the Fire Festival investors and ordered to fork over for the investors, by the way, not for the people. Just the rich people were pissed, so he got put in jail.
All of his friends were mad at him, so he got put in jail.
A load of regular people died, but fuck them. So he also had to fork over $26 million. He has since been the subject of numerous class action lawsuits and, of course, several documentaries. But Shaun, I mean, here's the thing, like, now we've got a second chance. Maybe this is the way to redemption. Maybe I'm looking at this and I'm thinking you wouldn't do it again. Like, you wouldn't. Like, you know what I mean? I trust him. I'm starting to think that he's also from Stranger Things.
It's all adding up in my head here. Where in the last 6 years did he learn how to plan a festival?
He claimed that in solitary confinement, while in jail, he wrote out this 50-page plan of how to take the overall interest in demand in fire and his ability to bring people from around the world together in order to make the impossible happen. So while he was in jail, he figured it out, Shaun. Question set up, question answered.
But also, while he was in jail, a bunch of shit did happen in the world. Did he account for any of that while he was planning Firefest 2.0?
What do you mean?
Just like where do I know COVID safety procedures have kind of gone out the window, but there has to be some level of precaution there. Has he adapted to all of that? Has he figured out how to pay people and source drinks and food and accommodation for large numbers of people?
Shaun, you're not getting it. Like, that's all secondary. This is a cool idea. And I believe him. Like, if he wrote it down in solitary confinement, I'm sure there's at least a paragraph
on maybe getting people liquid. How do you plan something in solitary confinement, by the way? Because you have no access to any information.
Just a pen and a piece of paper and it just says, Fire Festival 2.0? Like, question mark?
Imagine what I would write 50 pages on if I was alone with my own thoughts and no power to Google anything. What would happen, Conor?
You might become either the most powerful version of yourself or the worst version of yourself.
Yeah, I'll either become like Mr. Incredible or Syndrome. Like, yeah. It's the only way I could go.
You'll live long enough to see yourself become the villain, is what you're saying.
That's true, but I'll plan a savage festival out of it.
He also said he's partnered with production companies to create Fire Festival, the Broadway musical. So now this lad, right, must have the greatest sales techniques I've ever heard in my life.
Just the biggest pair of Leroy you've ever seen, trying to fucking sell this as a success story.
He's like, I did it wrong on purpose, lads. You know, you're not getting it. Now I have an idea for a musical.
Did he make money off of the Netflix thing, I wonder?
Surely not. I mean, he was in jail at the time.
You can make money off things in jail. True. Like the lady from Inventing Anna, she made a lot of money off of the Netflix thing.
Should we try and get him maybe to give it up and just get a regular job?
What's he going to do, though? What transferable skills does this dickhead have?
I mean, he's a salesman. He could be in sales of some sort.
First line on the Wikipedia. Fire Festival was a fraudulent luxury musical festival founded by con artist Billy McFarland.
Look, poor PR, I will give you that. But the greatest salesman of our time would find a way to work around that. It doesn't say greatest con man, it says greatest cool man, and that's me, and that's what they meant. Sorry, it's also just a spelling mistake.
Did you buy a blue tick or something recently? What's this, like, defence you're coming to?
It doesn't say die bar die, it says D bar D.
Like, I don't think this man can plan anything at all, to be honest.
I mean, I feel like if you go to this, you deserve to be scammed.
Yeah.
And really, like, this is really me speaking. But at the same time, it would be funny if it happened again.
But this is an absolute, like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. But also, imagine all the rich people getting scammed again. I kind of want it to happen.
Oh, if rich people get scammed, that's fine by me.
If Ja Rule gets scammed, I'm okay with it.
Imagine being able to pay out $23 million or $26 million in damages and still having money to do this again. Like, who's his dad? Like, who's his parents? What's he fucking doing here?
I think if I lost $26 million in a lawsuit, my dad would be fuming. He would be like, lad, you fuck this. I'll be honest with you.
Conor, let me tell you, his parents, both of them, real estate developers.
Ah, right.
Here we go.
Right.
Yeah, it's all coming together.
Ah, right. Selling what? Houses to rich people.
Houses to rich people. Not even selling real estate. Developing real estate.
Oh, that's worse. That's one step more.
It's another step up the chain.
Give me the poor people's houses and we'll build a big thing.
Knock them down. One big house in their place.
John, we're finishing off this week with Florida Man, just because of course we are, because Florida Man arrested after leaving Wawa with loud music blaring from his golf cart.
What's a Wawa?
A Wawa, as far as I can tell, and now Americans can let me know if I am incorrect, is kind of like a restaurant, but also like at the side of the road. Like we would describe it like a gas station restaurant,
right,
kind of thing. Now, you can look it up, and if I am incorrect, that is fine. But as far as I know, that is what it is. We do not have them here in Ireland.
Wawa convenience store company. Oh, they do a burger that's a pancake. Keep going. Okay, yeah, it's like a McDonald's / Circle K / Subway, it looks like.
That's the kind of vibe I get from it. Because Keith Nicholas Barnum...
Do you know what it is? Sorry, do you know what it is, Conor? Do you know when you go to a service station and there's a Supermax in it? That's what it is.
A Supermax. Could you describe Supermax to our international listeners?
It is the Irish chain burger restaurant, famously sued by McDonald's for use of the name Mac. Won the case, meaning McDonald's can no longer have sole usage of the name Mac. Burger King changed all their things to not Big Mac for one day. It was really funny. All because of one little chain in Ireland. So
they're just a random chain. You get them in loads of little small towns.
You can order a burger and a glass of milk. Like, it's insane.
Makes no sense.
Makes no sense at all.
What a place. Keith Nicholas Barnum, 45, who lives on the historic side of the Villages. I mean, what's so historic about it? Was in a silver Yamaha golf cart at about 1 a.m. on Tuesday morning when loud music was heard coming from a black boombox attached to his golf cart.
Separate boombox speaker system.
Oh, he brought his own boombox to the party.
He was ready.
Yeah. And so the music was so audible for a distance of 20 to 30 feet away that people could hear it. So during a traffic stop, remember, they stopped him while he was in his golf cart.
Yeah, which doesn't go that fast, I would say.
I assume not. During the traffic stop, Barnum was found to not only be playing music incredibly loudly, but be in possession of marijuana and a pipe, which tested positive for both marijuana and meth. The Florida Man then had the deputy discover that the New Jersey native, amongst all of his crimes, was actually banned from that particular from previous times of him using his boombox.
Oh no. Oh, for the exact same reason as he was complaining. Oh dear. He doesn't have a leg to stand on here, really, does he?
I mean, all he did though was he just went to get a bite to eat. Like, and he doesn't have a radio in his car, in the golf cart. Like, that's his car, man.
That's so a tough look as well.
Car.
Like, if you have a car or a golf cart, but if you have a vehicle that you're in where the radio doesn't work and you have a separate portable speaker system, that's
using your noggin, Sean. That's thinking on your feet.
It's ingenuity, but it shouldn't be the case for too long, you know? It's a real, like, get you out of a bind kind of job.
How often do you see a boombox these days?
I think my cousin or my uncle or someone definitely had one with like a little handle in his passenger seat for a good couple of months.
Why?
I don't know. Just because the radio in the car didn't work. Or it was in that time where some cars just had tape players, but everyone had CDs. Like,
this was about I would say probably 2021 in Ireland. 2022.
Yeah, it was post-COVID, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you remember as well the the thing that had like, it was like an aux, like a jack, and then there was a cassette on the other end that you would pop into your car radio. Oh my God, my family had loads of these. So you could...
Loads, he says. Like money.
Everyone in the family had one. Like extended family had this. Like, and you would just...
So what happened was one of them got it, and then they all went to a birthday or Christmas party. They were like, wait till you hear what fucking Tom got.
Oh, that's class, actually. But yeah, you could play your Walkman through the car stereo.
Oh, well, I mean, obviously, I want to play my Walkman.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
What else are we going to play?
There's only so many times you can listen to Nelly the Elephant Packed Her Trunk, Connor.
When you think of Walkman, what artist or band do you think of?
I think of a CD I burned that had a load of Limp Bizkit and Blink-182 and Green Day on it.
See, that's very you, whereas my sister had one. I did not have one.
Okay.
And I think of either Kelly Clarkson, fresh out of American Idol.
Beautiful.
That album.
Great time.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Kelly. Or the lady who sings Left Outside Alone. What the fuck is her name?
Anastasia, is it?
Anastasia, yeah. What a tune.
Do you think that's... Oh, yeah, this is a debate among a friends group. Do you think Anastasia's Left Outside Alone is a bop or not?
Yeah, what are you talking about? What do you mean it's not a bop?
Look, I'm out with the argument. It goes on.
She was cold out there. And she wonders if you know.
And I wonder if you know. People singing like that needs to come back, because that's amazing.
It's just the voice being so fucking deep that you're just like, anyone can do that. It's fine. It's
perfect karaoke song. Also, I got like a second-hand Walkman from my cousin, the CD one, but it didn't have the anti-skip. So you couldn't fucking move while you were listening to it.
Yeah. So it's just nothing there.
No, just sit quietly. Like, even in a car ride, it'd be murder.
The best way is to enjoy music quietly.
Yes, quietly, staying perfectly still.
I'm loving this track.
I do want to break stuff.
Thank you, Limp Bizkit. Now, to sit quietly. I think that's it for Weird News this week, Shaun.
What a week, Connor. Would you like me to take us out?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of Weird News Wednesday. We will be back on Friday with Hero or Zero, and then next Wednesday with another episode of Weird News Wednesdays. Big thank you to everyone over on Patreon, patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. Link to that in the description, and thanks again to everyone who showed up for the chat last Saturday. Shout outs as well go to Róisín the Wife Palmer, Joe Burney, Ryan, Komatsu, Dozer, Enthusiast, Evanson, secretly Ed Sheeran, Don't Tell Anyone, David Clarke, Shaun Chuck in the Wash and It'll Be Grand Jamieson, Dominic, Anna Irish Walrus Forever Hjelmroos, Danny McLaughlin, Lordsmish, Michelle Browne, Michaela Doughty, Frost, Ed Ball, Conor and Lorraine. That's it. No, stop typing now. Let's keep it simple for Sean's sake. Russ, lads, are you hungry or lonely? Well, I have a special on 1 pizza, 1 garlic bread and a litre of ice cream. Order online. I didn't get any of those texts this week, actually.
I did. I got one yesterday.
Fair. Did you order?
They never leave me alone. No, I didn't.
Jackson Brueheim promises he isn't a sun bear in a human suit and insists people stop pulling the zipper on his back. That's just impolite to do that. Liz had a few too many on St. Paddy's Day and tipsy subscribed to the Patreon. Kira Lawler, Abs Kebabs and Judge Lahi. Thank you all so much for your continued support. We really, really appreciate it. If you want to head on over there, patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. Link to that in the description. Also linked is Detective Divilment's discussion group. That's the Facebook page. Twitter is @Heroes for Hire pod. The 4 is the number 4. Instagram is Heroes for Hire podcast. And the best way to ever help out the show is to tell one human being that we exist.
Just the one, please.
And I think that's about it, Connor.
I think so. So I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Sean Bean.
I shall see you all next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.